Welcome to the Lift Heavy Run Long podcast. My name is Wilson Horrell and my co-host is Vaughn Rawls. You can find us at www.liftheavyrunlong.com or on Twitter and Instagram at LiftRunLong. Or feel free to email me directly at wilson@liftheavyrunlong.com. The mission of LHRL is simply this: to inspire and be inspired. Tune in every week as we speak with some of the world's most interesting people. Enjoy the show and find your bliss. LHRL Podcast, Episode 21. Today we get the absolute pleasure to sit down and speak with Debbie Lindsey. Debbie is a 57-year-old grandmother who has spent most of her life admittedly at the ball fields taking care of her children and everyone else, and has finally decided to take control of her life and has joined Olive Branch CrossFit and is a member of the endurance running community and is just an absolute joy to be around. I think that if you've ever wanted to make a change in your life and couldn't quite get there, Debbie is one of those who takes away all the excuses and is a great example of just going out there and getting it done. All right, so we ready to go?
Yeah.
Debbie, should I give you the list of questions that I have prepared?
Oh, yes, please.
I don't have any questions prepared.
That's what I was afraid of.
All right, so here we are, the LHRL Podcast, Episode 21.
21.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
21, that's good.
Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it?
That's a lot.
Can't you tell that we know what we're doing?
Oh, absolutely.
It's like in years, it would be like 2 decades.
That's right.
This is just like the CrossFit gym. No air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
Only the best.
The sun's not up yet, so it's not quite that hot in here. Normally, we're sweating profusely. Or I am. Wilson sits in the air conditioning office.
I think that we'll be sweating profusely before this is all over with, this episode. But let's cut to the chase.
Let's do it.
Our guest today is the wonderful, beautiful, sensational Debbie Lindsey.
Thank you.
What's up, Debbie?
What's up? Glad to be here.
Debbie, I want to know a little bit about yourself. I'm going to start from the beginning. I want to know everything about you that you can possibly tell me.
Oh, I've forgotten a lot, but
I'll
Okay.
fill in the blanks. We'll
Okay.
make up stuff along
okay,
the way.
that's fine. What do you want to know?
I want to know where you're from. I want to know. So let's start with where you're from.
Okay, I grew up in West Memphis, Arkansas. Lived there for 30 years. Went to school there, graduated high school there, married my husband there, and my mother had a sister in Byhalia, and she wanted to move here. And so my youngest, Amanda, who y'all all know, was like 18 months, and she said, move down here and I'll keep her. I'll take care of her. And so we did. So we landed here like in 1989 and been here ever since.
1989.
Mm-hmm.
And who said, move down here and I'll keep her?
My mother.
Your mother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She wanted to keep her. Mother always liked little kids. Once we got big enough to have a mind, she didn't want us anymore.
I understand.
Go away. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
Yeah, I think my parents wanted the same thing, but that was far from the case.
Once they get to be teenagers, it's...
My dad told me that the best advice he ever received was, the best parenting advice was, put them in a 50-gallon drum until they're 18 years old. He said, what do you do when they turn 18? He said, seal the drum.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Okay, so what got you, were you, going back when you were young, were you athletic? Were you into physical fitness?
No, not at all. I've always loved sports and being outside. But I was not, I've joined every gym that there is, but I've never stayed at it. For one thing, I never got to know anybody in a gym. And that's really hard for me because if you're at the checkout line, I can get to know you.
Right.
But I never met a single person in these gyms.
Now, were you doing Globo gyms?
Just like, well, I'm not sure what
Planet
that means,
Fitness.
but like going to the Y,
Yeah.
basically.
You can hold that mic if you want to.
Okay. And so I'd go to the Y and get on the treadmill for 30 minutes, pat myself on the back and leave, you know.
Well, everybody has headphones on. Like everybody in a place like that has their music on, and they're just got their head down on the elliptical or the treadmill, and there's not a whole lot of like, hey, how are you today?
Right. Well, you know, I was going to the Y and doing really good, I thought, until I saw a girl fall off the treadmill and pass out. And I knew that something was severely wrong with this. She was so fit and looked so beautiful. And all of a sudden, you know, I'm looking over, she's smiling. Next thing I know, she's on the ground. I'm like, holy Jesus, somebody call somebody. This lady's hurt.
Holy Jesus.
I said, you know, this is not for me. This, you know, I got to go back and eat some chicken. Eat some fried chicken. Keep doing what I was doing. This stuff will kill you.
Well, you told me that when I asked you about CrossFit, how you got into CrossFit, you told me that you had spent your life at the ball fields.
I have. Amanda was a ball player from the time she was 8 years old until just recently. So, you know, we stayed outside. That's why the heat does not bother me, I think, because I've been outside my whole life watching her. I've always been active, but not physically fit. Mm-hmm. And so 3 years ago, I had gained weight, and I just felt crappy, and I said, it's time to do something. So there's a group of ladies at the track in Byhalia that started walking. And I got with them and started walking, you know, I started at 2 miles. And, you know, but I just felt like I needed something else. So I drove to CrossFit and looked in there, and I said, I'm not going in there. It's just a bunch of, you know, people lifting weights. What am I doing?
Did you just do a flyby? Did you creep by?
I did. I actually drove by and pulled in the parking lot twice before I went in.
So many people do that. It's so funny. Just yesterday, I was standing in the gym working, and there was a cop pulled up and sat there for like 10 minutes. And he just sat there, and I was like, any minute now, this guy's going to get out of the car and come in here. But he never got out of the car. He just drove off.
A cop pulled up to our gym?
Yeah.
He could have been there for a number of reasons.
Well, that's true. It just happened to be a cop, but you can see it. Like if you ever spent time at a CrossFit gym like that, there's a number of flybys, and you can tell what they're doing. You can always tell. They're not just going to the body shop next door.
Right.
They're doing a drive-by, and they would like to come in, but they just haven't made up their mind to do that yet.
Well, I finally came in, and I talked to somebody, but it wasn't Vaughn, and I didn't get all warm and fuzzy, so I left. And then went back to my walking and doing the 5Ks and that kind of thing, and Jamie Ross joined the fundamentals class, and she was one of the people that I walked with. So I went in the last 2 weeks of July and did a couple of classes with Paul, Matt Norm, and Hunter and all of those guys, and so I joined for the fundamentals for August of last year, and then I just fell in love with it and fell in love with all the people. I mean, I've had a blast, you know, and plus I feel fantastic. You know, and so,
you are a blast.
Oh,
I mean, that's what. Every time you come to the gym, people light up.
Well, I love it. I never expected that I would love getting that sweaty and picking up heavy weights, but the camaraderie and the high fives and, you know, you're doing great type thing has really motivated me. I mean, I love it. I wouldn't be anywhere else.
I was talking to you, I guess about a week ago, and I asked you what brought you to CrossFit, what made you do this, and you told me about walking around the track, and you said, I just wanted something different. I wanted to do something that made me feel like I was going to die.
That's true. That's true. And I can't explain it, but that just before you die feeling, you know, that when you pushed yourself as far as you can go, and you probably know this on those, and you too, on those 50 milers and all that, that just, I don't know, maybe it's a shot of adrenaline. I'm not really sure, but I just feel like, I feel great after. I feel like I'm dying while I'm doing it. But there's no better feeling when it's over. And I did not get that feeling just walking around the track. Mm-hmm. That's why I think I'm so hooked. And so many people said, don't do CrossFit. You're too old for CrossFit. You're going to get hurt. And I have been hurt. I've jammed my thumb twice on that barbell.
Yeah.
and it has turned my thumb black. I'm going to learn to let go of that barbell. But other than that, I haven't had any injuries. I think that it's because of proper coaching on how to handle the bar. I really do, because I try to do the grips. I try to do all the warm-ups and everything as told. And I love it's feel like I have a personal trainer when I come to the gym.
And you're compliant. You listen.
I do try to listen. And I like the fact that while we're doing our sets, people are saying, bring the bar closer to your shins, or, clean it, elbows up, get down in the squat, But I think my biggest challenge was when we had the open. That was tough. That, everybody said, sign up for that thing, sign up. And I'm thinking I'm going to really be in trouble. And I know the last challenge was those 84 burpees over bar. Does anybody remember that besides me? Because I had nightmares.
Yeah.
And I came on Saturday and watched some of the people do it, and I thought, I am insane. I'm not doing this, because I'm going to die for sure. There were people, like, I could see tears coming from people's eyes. I saw a couple people quit and have to come back the next day. So I said, well, I'm not doing it today, because I'm not going to embarrass myself by having to quit, because I hate to fail. So I came back on Sunday, and my husband was like, well, just don't go if you don't want to go. Just don't go. And the whole way there, I'm like, I'm gripping the steering wheel. I'm thinking, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Something is severely wrong with you, But I get up there, and Ethan is my judge. And I start doing it. And then Bridget, she's watching me. She's in the background. Come on, Debbie, you can do it. 84 burpees. And so I got through. I could not believe that I did that workout in 20-something minutes. It was scaled. But I thought, I can do this. I can do CrossFit.
Have you always had that kind of, I have to get this done? Have you always had that drive?
I think so, except with weight loss. I cannot get it to where I want to be when I look in the mirror, what I want to do. I could be so determined on something else. But maybe I'm OCD on one thing, like the gym. I want to do this. I want to get it right. And I won't stop, like I said, till I feel like I'm going to die. But it feels so good. I can't explain it. It's like after a race, when you cross that finish line. I mean, I did a 10K. And I was really slow on this one last week. I was an hour 30. I'm usually like an hour 25 or something like that. And it was so humid and straight uphill in Jonesboro. But I would not quit. I said, I'm going to do this. I don't care. So I had to drop back and walk a little bit. And then, I'm kicking myself. I'm thinking about Vaughn, really. I'm thinking about Vaughn is in my head, like, relax. Because we would do those drills, I would feel tense every time I'd start to go uphill. And all I was doing was wearing myself out. So I just shake my shoulders and shake my hands and drop my breathing a little bit. And I could actually run some more, Well,
so let's talk about that for a second. The running, when did that come into play? You said you were walking at the track. Were you running at the track, or
No.
did you start running?
I started running there. Started
CrossFit?
jogging a little bit, what they called the WOG, And then when they got
I'm
into
familiar with the WOG.
when they said, do a 5K with us, do a 5K. So I did a Byhalia. Byhalia has 5K.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so I did the 5K, and it took me over an hour to do it. Walked most of it.
It took you an hour to get the 5K done. Okay.
An hour, the very first one. That was in it's in May of 13. So now I'm doing a 5K in 40 minutes or 41.
Wow.
But I was determined. I could see these people, I'm thinking, why, let's kick it up a little bit. Let's push it a little bit. Let's push the envelope. So I tried to go as fast as I could. And that's pretty much what I do now. I go as fast as I can, as long as I can. I don't have any, I like the way it feels to run. Mm-hmm. In my mind, I'm so fast.
Well, that shows. It shows that you like to run.
I do like to run.
Yeah, and you're doing races all the time now,
I do.
right?
I do races.
It seems like every weekend you're doing either a 5K or a 10K.
I want to do them. I struggle a little bit on that nautical. I thought I was really going to die on that one.
What was that, a 10-mile race?
11 and a half.
11 and a half.
Wilson knows. He was there. That's really the first time I had to go sit in the cooling tent after, because I thought I was going to die.
Well, to be fair. It's in the middle of June or July.
Yeah,
It was
it's hot.
super
There wasn't a
humid.
person out there that wasn't struggling on some level.
But I did the trail run, the Herb Parsons. That's the first trail run, and I did it just shy of 4 hours.
And how long was that?
That was a half.
Okay.
And but I mean, there was no running. That was fun. People were face planting, that were running. Everybody in our group fell except me, and I went airborne. I totally lost. I was up flying. But that was so much fun, especially when you saw these runners in shorts and little tank tops, face plant out there in the woods. That was pretty funny, but
Well,
I got right up and finished.
another thing, you talking about doing the Herb Parsons Trail Run. Everywhere that you go, you have a posse. Debbie Lindsey carries a posse with her everywhere, an entourage.
I try to get as many people hooked up in the same mess that I'm in.
That's what I think is so wonderful about you. I think that's what it's all about.
I am the oldest of our group. The next lady is 53, but most of the girls are.
How
in their
old are
40s.
you? Can I ask that question?
Yeah, I absolutely can. I'm 57,
Okay.
and I like to have a group. I like to have somebody, but ultimately, when we start the race, we all go our separate ways because we're all at different speeds. But we all have the same goal. I want to cross that finish line. Then we're going to wait on the next person, or they're going to wait on me, and then we're going to go have lunch and high five each other and just have a good time
That's perfect.
and wear our medals because I'm all about the bling.
You are all about the bling.
I am. Wilson throws his away.
Did you know that? I was going to ask you if you knew Wilson threw his medals away.
I cannot believe it. I would be over here digging in his garbage.
I don't know.
I have probably 30 or 35 medals
Wow.
since 2013.
That's pretty
Too much to
impressive.
keep up with.
And I've actually won one race. I'm not really sure how that happened in my age group.
That doesn't surprise
Wow.
me at all.
But
Awesome.
I did it in 39 minutes, 5K in Memphis. It was a small race. I think there were 6 or 7 in my age group. And I crossed the line first.
Good for you.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And then Amanda had her race series, and I came in second. There are advantages to being 55 plus
Uh-huh.
in these races because there's not very many people. If I could just kick it up just like a 10-minute, man, I'd be loaded with the bling.
Well, that ought to tell you something, that there's not a lot of people doing it, and it should say something about what it is that you possess with your attraction.
Well, I will say at our gym, I don't know how many are 50 plus. How many you got in our gym?
That's a good question.
A fair amount.
Yeah, there's
I know.
several.
I don't want to tell anybody's age, but I know that Dan and Mark are both over 50.
Yeah.
I think I'm the oldest woman in the gym.
I don't have any. That's funny that you bring
I
that
do. I
up
think I'm
because
the
I
oldest
don't.
one. I think
I
I'm the
don't
oldest
pay any
woman.
attention to.
It's weird that now that you're saying this, like I don't really think of it.
Especially
that
as a
way.
person that's so used to category. I judge and I put things in boxes and I make myself feel insecure or less than or greater than based on the people around me. So, but I guess when you enter a CrossFit gym, kind of all bets are off and everything's equal.
That surprised me, but you're right about it being equal, men and women. I mean, everybody competes against each other, but we're all together. I mean, we all know our levels. But like Justin Saint was doing the burpees, and he one-ups Amanda, which I just died laughing. I think that's hilarious. But so it's that kind of thing. It's like a friendly competition, but not really.
How
Yeah.
long did it take you to get over the intimidation of being in a gym?
Well, probably the first month during fundamentals, and then as I eased in. When I first went to my first real CrossFit classes in September of last year, it was a little weird, loading up the weights and that kind of thing. But I guess it didn't really take as long as I think because I just kind of felt like that everybody was so nice. I mean, that's what's kept me at the gym. It's the attitudes of everybody. And I mean, it's everybody. I haven't had, I get encouragement. I love the fact that you get encouragement from each other. We do have a special community.
You're right about that. I enjoy the life that's in there, the enthusiasm and the passion, and that's why I enjoy having you around so much.
Well, I love the fact that people push me to because I think, oh God, 75 pounds is all I'm doing. And then I look, and Amanda Drogmiller has put 2 more 5s on there I didn't even know about. And, she's over there laughing. You're doing 80. You're doing 80, that kind of thing. Her and Bridget, so. But I think I have really improved my fitness level considerably this last year. I haven't lost a ton of weight, but, I was sitting at the office yesterday, and I had a meeting that I thought I was nervous about until I looked and my heart rate was 61. 61! I think, God, something's wrong. You're dead. It's 61.
Yeah.
And I was probably like 90 at rest when I started.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Do you feel better overall?
I feel great. And balance. That's the biggest thing that you don't know this yet, but you tend to lose your balance a little bit as you age.
Uh-huh.
That's why people shuffle and look old. My balance is fantastic now.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I'll fall tomorrow at the gym, but...
What about as far as like an aches and pains level? Do you feel more aches and pains due to CrossFit, or do you feel less?
Much less. Now, when you first, when you get up in the morning, everything's stiff and you're tired. But this week we've had so much abs. We did the 150 med ball sit-ups. Did you get to join in on that?
No, I did not.
Oh, you don't know what you missed. 14-pound med ball, 150 sit-ups. Then yesterday, toes to bar. Well, I can't do toes to bar, so I did on the floor. Grabbed the bar and did my toes up for 120 reps. And so today, I can feel it.
Did you ever think you'd be grabbing bars and swinging around?
Never. I never even thought about it. And that's, I wanted to run. I did want to run when they started these races. I thought, I'm going to learn how to run. But I never thought I would be in a CrossFit gym. Even Amanda, my daughter, I told her, I said, I think I'm going to join this CrossFit gym. She said, no, Mom, don't join that gym. You don't know anything about CrossFit. She said, I have a lot of friends that do CrossFit. You're not going to be able to do CrossFit. But with the first time that she saw me do CrossFit, she was shocked. She came like I was 3 months in or so.
She told me a story last week. She said that you were talking to her about doing CrossFit. She said, Mom, CrossFit is not what you think it is. You can't do CrossFit. And you said, I'm going to do CrossFit. I'm going into CrossFit. She said, Mom, you can't do that. You're going to get hurt or killed. And she said the first time that she walked in and saw her mom do a power clean, she just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, she said that to me on a number of occasions, especially early on when she first came by the gym. She's like, you don't understand how awesome this is. Like, I cannot believe my mom is doing this.
How powerful.
She's impressed with the fact that I'm doing it, but I want to feel better. I've got 2 grandkids. I want to be around. I want to be able to run after them and play. I don't want to be broken down and can't do anything. I mean, we can't control a lot of our health issues. If you're going to get sick, we don't know. But you can control how much you move your butt. I mean, really.
That needs
That's
to go
quote right there.
on a wall somewhere.
I mean, really, you can. You got to get up and move. And I
that
tell
is some
everybody
Mississippi
that.
wisdom.
You're not going to get anywhere unless you move. I feel great. I mean, I was sore for like 6 months, but it was a good sore. If you can, I can't explain it. I don't mind being sore. I don't mind being sweaty and hot. I thought, well, I'm going to get on those mats down here and,
Well, there's something to be. Your performance is one thing. I don't have any idea how you perform. I don't pay any attention to that. I'm too busy worrying about my own performance and pretending as if everybody gives a crap about what I'm doing. But it's so nice for somebody like me to be able to watch somebody like you walk into a 10,000 square foot area and just completely light up the room.
Thank you so much.
And change the entire atmosphere. And I don't think you can underestimate the reach of people that you're having by getting fit.
Well, I just love I love everybody. I mean, I see these young, beautiful girls, Kendall and Amanda and Bridget and all of them, and they look so awesome. And they're so dedicated. I love how their dedication to CrossFit or to anything. You give them anything and they run with it, and I love that. And maybe I'm on the tail end of that being over 50, but I've always tried to give 100%. And so when I walked in there and I said, if I'm going to do this, I got to do it right. I want to do it, but I never dreamed that I would fall in love with it. And everybody else, and Vaughn is an awesome coach too. I know he's not coaching much anymore, the actual CrossFit, and he's the quiet, silent type, but he's such a deep thinker. I can see it inside.
Well, thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that.
Well, you find the fun in all of it. I mean, you sure have a gift in that sense. A lot of people, myself included, tend to find the thing that they're not happy with, and they put all their focus on that. And you just carry yourself with such grace that you make the running appear fun, you make the CrossFit appear fun, and the attraction that has, it gets a lot of people going. And I think that being a yes man, in a sense, I've pushed you to do a couple different things, and when I say pushed, I've said sign up for this, and you're always, yeah, why not?
Well, I figure, I can quit, but I know I won't. But I'm going to sign up for that 24-hour thing too.
I thought that you already had. Shame
Well,
on you.
I haven't yet. I'm getting all my race calendar lined up.
Is your daughter Amanda signed up?
She's already signed up.
Okay.
So,
well, good on her. Shame on you.
I'm trying to get some other people to sign up. Get my posse signed up.
Well, that's you sign up, and everybody else does
right.
whatever you do.
And I've told them, you don't have to do 500 miles. You just have to do it. It's all for charity. So I don't know how many miles I can do in 24 hours.
We're about to find out.
I'm gonna try to sleep in the car some.
What are we talking about? Just to let everybody know.
The
Haiti
Tour de Spirit, Haiti mission, 24-hour race at Church of the Holy Spirit
right
in Memphis, Tennessee.
The September.
And you just
29th.
run as far as you can in 24 hours, right?
That's right. They give you an ankle monitor. It's a 1-mile loop. It's part road, part gravel, and part trail. And so people hang out. They build campfires and tents, and you can lay down and take a nap, and people are out there partying like it's a Grateful Dead event.
Sounds like fun to me.
Yeah.
He should sign up.
I'm not going to be here.
He's going to be out of town.
I'm going to be on vacation, or else I'd be there.
Isn't it a shame that he takes vacation with a family that loves him and cares about him when there's a 24-hour race going on?
I know, right. But I want to tell you, being with y'all has been so much fun. I mean, just seeing everybody in the gym. I cannot stress that enough, how much fun it is to have met all of y'all. We never know who God's going to put in our path. That's the thing. And when I say my prayers, I always include y'all too in the whole CrossFit gym.
God knows I need that.
I do feel like it's a blessing that I've wound up there. We don't know why, but when I finally had the courage to walk in there and sign up, I thought, let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can do. But when you have coaches and you have people, I cannot get over. Like yesterday, Bridget was, Debbie, if you can lift that, if you can clean that bar and still talk, it's not heavy enough. But of course, that was coming from Bridget.
Right.
Those kind of things, that's where it makes it fun. Makes you want to be there.
Well, you're a real gift to the community and a gift to everybody out there. When we asked you to come on the show, you were a little bit hesitant and nervous, and I walked into Laura Pinkley and her always encouraging, enthusiastic self, and she was saying the truth. She was speaking the truth. She said, you are the 95%. You're what people need to see out there making things happen. And that's who we cater to more than anybody else. We interview these fantastic athletes who have done fantastic things, but what we want to get to is what's inside of them that drove them to do these fantastic things more than we are interested in the fantastic things. Does that make any sense?
Absolutely. And, it's people like Laura. Laura pushes me a lot also. She is very encouraging. In a very mean way, Laura. But no,
oh, yeah. Always mean. Always meanfully loving.
Meanfully loving, exactly. But she's very good about, giving me high fives and telling me, do this. And she's very good in instructing also.
Laura and Paul were at my first CrossFit workout, and I'm 100% sure I would have not come back if it wasn't for Laura empathizing with me falling over during the warm-up, just collapsing.
I have fell once, but I've seen lots of people fall, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
When that makes you part of the group.
Well, you have any goals coming up? I was going to say what's coming up next, but you got the 24-hour race.
Well,
are you going to sign up for the 24-hour
yes,
race?
I am.
I'm trying
Yes.
to put you on the hook.
Yes, I am. Yes,
right
I am.
now.
I
Like
am.
today?
Okay, tomorrow.
I can't wait. I don't know if I can wait till tomorrow.
Okay, I'll sign up this afternoon.
Okay, thank you.
But I have 5. Amanda's got the 5 races, the race series.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to
What
do.
is that?
That's the North Mississippi Race Series, and it's really good. It's 2 5Ks, 2 10Ks, and 1 15K.
Through starting gun events.
Through starting gun events.
Management.
And so I always try to do her series. I did it last year. And then I've got a couple other races, and then I'm doing the St. Jude. I was going to sign up, Laura, don't get mad at me, but I was going to sign up for the half marathon for St. Jude, but I signed up for the 10K.
Oh, they have a 10K now, huh?
They have a 10. They added a 10K, and so I signed up for that. Last year I did the relay. This is the first time I've done St. Jude, so we did the relay last year. But I've signed up for the 10K because I want to work with Vaughn on this 10-minute mile and see what I can do.
That's right.
In the 10K to keep, to see how long my endurance, like I can speed it up and do better on the 10K.
What's the furthest distance you've ever run?
The 13.1.
We going to change that?
God, no.
At the Tour de Spirit?
I mean, I don't know. I
bet
can't
you do.
imagine. I can't imagine people like you two that did 50 milers and all that. Because I know you did a 50 miler.
You start off every race, pre-race, with saying, I can't imagine going that distance.
No,
and you finish every race that you sign up for.
I do. I have finished every single race. The Navy Nautical was, I didn't know if I'd finish it. They kept saying, run it in. But both my calves were cramping, so I walked it in.
Uh-huh.
But, I said I would crawl it in to get that medal.
I believe every bit of that.
It was sweet. It was a sweet one. It was a nice anchor. I want to wear
Oh
it
yeah,
one
that's
day.
yeah. I don't have one. Wilson threw his away, but
they had one at Goodwill. They had a medal at Goodwill.
it was probably Wilson.
It's probably Wilson's. I said, "Is this Wilson's medal?"
Well, listen, thank you so much for taking
Thank
the
you.
time to be on the show. We love you. I love you. I think you're great. I
Thank
just
you.
think your whole personality and your enthusiastic ways and encouraging ways is just there's a lesson in there for everybody.
Thank y'all for having me. I really don't know what I contributed except I love you both and everybody at Olive Branch CrossFit. Come on down for the grand opening.
The grand reopening,
Reopening.
which is this Saturday.
This Saturday.
That's
We're all
right.
going to be down there and having a blast and
Just show up.
door prizes. Just come watch us. Come have fun. Come
Right
join
on.
us.
Just show up and start taking everything that's off the table and tell them
Here
I
goes
said
the
it was
shirt.
cool. All right, thanks, Debbie.
Thanks, Debbie.
Thank you.